So once you've gone to the widgets section of Twitter, you've got several options, and I want to go over those options real quickly, as well as some of the basics of how to build your widget and put it into your website and your blog, because this is really cool. So as you can see, there are widgets for your website, for Facebook, or for MySpace, and there are different options for each. We'll take a look first at MySpace. If you had a MySpace page profile, there's one widget available, and that's the widget that will display your tweets, not your favorite tweets, your tweets. So every tweet that you put into every tweet that you tweet out will be displayed in your widget on your MySpace page. Likewise for Facebook, there's only one choice, and that's the one that will show your tweets. But if we go to widgets for my website, there are several options, and these are really cool. From a profile widget, which will show your tweets, to a search widget, which will show only tweets that include a certain term that you dictate. And that's tweets by anybody that include that term. So that's kind of a nice one. But there's also the favorites widget, and we'll go there in a moment, and a list widget. So let's click on faves widget and take a look at some of the ways that we can customize the appearance and the look and feel of this bad boy, and then copy and paste the code, because that's what you're going to have to do. Copy and paste some code into your website or your blog in order for this widget to appear there. So again, on the right hand side, we can see a live example of the widget, and what it's showing, it says the best of Twitter according to P. Barbanes, because these are tweets that I've favorited, right? In twitter.com or whatever application you may be using, you favorite tweets every now and then. Those tweets will show up here, and you can let users scroll through them as easy as this. I like to change the appearance of some of this, though, from the colors to the way it actually operates, and you do that over here in these settings. So we can change the settings, and you'll see as you type, the changes start to occur. Up here in the actual example widget. I guess I better take that caps lock off. And we've got now favorited tweets of Patrick Barbanes. Then we've got some other choices here, and down at the bottom is a test settings and a finish and grab code button. If we look at the dimensions meaning width and height, we can change how tall and how wide this widget is in order to fit it into a particular column in our blog or website. Just choose a different number, and it'll create it in a different size for you. The difference here is that in this screen, it won't show you. It says note widget size won't update in the preview. So many things will update, but the widget size won't as you're looking at it. It'll update when you actually populate the code into your website. From an appearance standpoint, we can change the colors here. If I don't like the green background there, I can change that more to something like a blue or a purple, and do it simply by dragging this bar up and down. And if you want a less or more intense color, use this selector here, and then just say done when you're satisfied with the color. You can do that for several of the options, including the links that are in there and the backgrounds. From a preferences standpoint, and this is where I like to make some changes, there are some cool choices. Let's start at the bottom. Show avatars. You can actually remove the avatars and the timestamps if you don't want to, and any hashtags. I don't know quite why you'd want to do that, so I'm going to include the hashtags, but let me show you how it looks if you remove the avatars and the timestamps. And again, we'll go down here and click test settings, and what happens is, okay, it's taken away, as you can see, the avatars, and there's no timestamps that say when this tweet was put out. So that's how that works. But I like to include those, so I'm going to put those back in there. From a behavior standpoint, there's some choices we can make, and I'll go through that in another video. But this is the beginning of building your favorites website, a really cool application for you to include in your blog.